Hi, everyone, and welcome to Power or Might. I, Jonathan Coachman, with Mike today, and with Paul Lee Dangerously. And today on Power or Might, we're going to talk about first what happened yesterday on Collision or Hit. Yesterday on Collision or Hit, we saw Paulie Dangerously over here with one of his new buyers, Xia Li, the TWF 24/7 fighter, and when she beats Samoas. John the Coachman says, I'd like to know, Mike today says, what is this dream or sight that you and Seth Rollins have for the toy wrestling gathering? Well, I tell you one thing right now, Jonathan and Mike. The only thing you got to worry about is what Seth Rollins and Xia Li and myself are not going to do here in the toy wrestling gathering. That's what you got to worry about. But you don't need to worry all about that. You know, you just leave it to me and let Seth Rollins and myself and Xia Li worry about that. Well, we can tell you one thing. I could tell you one thing right now, Jonathan Coachman says. There are a lot of folks in the toy wrestling gathering, you know, who might be all worried, all worried about, what your man, Seth Rollins, and I guess your girl, is I going to call her that or not, Xia Li, are going to do. Well, right now we're going to have Sarah, I guess. Haiku is Santa, I guess, or Sarah here now. Yes, I am the new women's world heavyweight fighter. And first thing is first, I want to say that I had one hell of a match against Io Sarai, or Io Sky, or whatever you want to call her. Same wrestler, same fighter, same overstar. WWE just has ownership to both of them. And when I was in AEW, which I'm still in AEW, I always kept hearing about all the great Danish woman wrestlers. How do you say Asuka, Io Sarai, or Io Sky? So I want to have Io Sarai come out here now, because how do you say I have something good to tell her? You, Haiku, Sarah, I guess, or Santra, I have onlooked you for some time ago. Oh, sorry, I fall down. I have onlooked you for some time ago. Now, I can't stand up in the ring as good as you without a stand, but I have onlooked you for some time. And you and I are kind of like, we both won straps. I won the WWE NXT Woman Heavyweight winnings. I also won the WWE Woman Heavyweight winnings, and I won the Women's World Heavyweight winnings. I am also a former WWE NXT Women's Tag Team Fighter and two-time WWE NXT Women's Tag Team Fighter. Yes, Io, that is true. You have won straps in WWE, both on Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. I am a three-time AEW Women's Heavyweight Fighter. And I would be so onlooked if you would have another match with me. Haiku is Sada. I would be so onlooked to have that other match with you. But I know that I will beat you. Well, then, how do you say, bring it on, girlfriend? How do you? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. Forgive me. I'm just seeking to do my Dawnist English. You know, the way of English spoken in Dawnland. So forgive me if my Dawnist English isn't all that great. This match is for the TWF Woman Heavyweight Winnings. First, she is from Dawnland, Io Sarai. And she is a woman world heavyweight fighter, also from Dawnland, Haiku Sata. Well, first off, is that her first name or is that her last name? And right now, Io Sarai taking down Haiku Asanta, and I guess Asanta would be her kin name, I would guess, Jonathan Coachman says. Io Sarai body slammed her again. I would guess it would be her kin name, or maybe her first name, Mike today says. You know, the Dawnish folk like to put the kin name before the first name, you know. So it could be that Sata is her first name and Haiku is her kin name. Io Sarai just missed. Well, John, I don't know what her kin name or her first name is, which way it is, but she's beating up right now on Io Sarai or Io Sky or whatever you want to call her, Paulie dangerously says. But she is nothing to my girl, Xia Li. So you're telling us that Asuka, Io Sarai, Kairi Singh, Haiku Sata, none of them, and not even Gail Kim or Mia Yang, none of them are as good as your girl Xia Li. That's sad. That's right, Xia Li could beat all of them. And she's an Eastlander, not a Dawnlander like all those other ones, Paulie dangerously says. 1, 2, and a kick out. Well, Haiku Asanta right now is starting to learn the toughness, you know, of Io Sarai, and that it takes more than some holds to put her down. And a hip toss, Jonathan Coachman says. Well, Mike today said both of these women wrestlers came from sundry skilled women wrestle businesses over in Dawnland. Some came from NJPW, AJPW, some came from Stardom, which is a arm of NJPW. Others came from PWN, you know, and other skilled wrestling businesses. Oh, spare us the yesteryear of where all these women wrestlers came from and what skilled wrestling businesses in the Kaiserreich Folkreich of Dawnland they came from, Paulie dangerously says. Io Sarai right now going to the top steeple, Jonathan Coachman says, and these women should be on looked where they came from. Io Sarai down on Haiku Asata. Will she become the 2-time woman world heavyweight fighter? 1, 2, and only a kick out. That did not happen, Jonathan Coachman says. Well, Io Sarai is going to do it again. Io Sarai. Haiku Asata just took Io Sarai down. And it looks like this is over. She got her. It's down. Haiku Asata is now going to beat Io Sarai or Io Sky, Jonathan Coachman says. Well, Io Sarai or Io Sky put in the fight, but it looks like it's all going to be over her, Mike today says. Yeah, Paulie Dangerous says, this wrecking of 1, 2, 3, this match is over. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, and still the TWF Woman World Heavyweight heavyweight fighter Haku Asanta. And now Io Shirai and Haiku Asanta just hugged in the ring. Show good show on look. Good sportswomanship to each other. To each other. Jonathan Coachman says, let it be known that Haku Sanda does have on-look for all the other sundry woman wrestlers in the world. And she has on-look for those like Asuka, Io Shirai, Kairi Singh, he's in Gil Kim, Mia Ying, and he's in Xia Li too. Jonathan Coachman says, let that be known, Mike today says, that she is one of the very good woman wrestlers, even if she's in AEW and not in WWE. Well, Paulie dangerously says that's her mistake for going to AEW 6 years ago. That's her mistake for taking Shao Kahn and Anthony Khan up on a deal. Instead of taking up Vince McMahon and Diana Goldsmith on their deal. I'd take up Vince McMahon and Diana Goldsmith and Hunter Hearst Helmsley on his deal. Alright. Thank you, Jonathan Coach. Take it away, Michael Cole. Thank you, Jonathan Coachman and Mike today. I'm going to be talking with Haku Asanta here today on Powerrr Mike. Alright, Haku Asanta. Neither of us can stand up. We just saw you in the ring right now with Io Shirai or Io Sky, and that was one hell of a match. Oh, Jonathan Coachman, Michael Cole, it was a hell of a match. I have law on look for Io Shirai or Io Sky. Let it be known that if there ever was a dream match between WWE and AEW, that would be Io Shirai fighting me. But I hardly doubt it due to Shao Kahn and Anthony Khan not wanting to have anything to do with Ken Han and with him being the main owner of WWE now, since Silver Lake Toll's leadership bought Undertake Team Holdings, which bought Full Knockout Team Holdings, which owns WWE and UFC and Skilled Bull Riders. Well, one day there might be a dream match between Io Shirai and you, Haku Asanta, if you ever come to WWE, or if WWE and AEW ever get past being foes and start working together. That would be great, Michael, if that ever happened. But I have a lot of onlook for Io Shirai or Io Sky. We both started out in the same wrestling businesses together. And if she does want to have another match with me, how do you say I am open-minded to it? Alright, thank you. Alright, that's my talk with Haku Asanta, if I'm saying her name right or not. Back to you, Jonathan Coachman and Mike today. Thank you, Michael Cole, for talking with Haku Asanta, if I'm saying Asata, here today on Powerrr Mike. And that's all the time we got here for Powerrr Mike. I, Jonathan Coachman, with Mike today and with Paulie Dangerously. We hope you like Powerrr Mike, and we'll see you tomorrow for Monday Night Raw.